What if the smallest iPad Apple makes in 2026 ends up being the one that changes everything? Not the Pro, not the Air, the Mini. Because the iPad Mini 8 isn't shaping up to be just a small tablet. It's looking more like a pocket-sized powerhouse that could quietly replace your laptop, your Kindle, your gaming console, and maybe even your phone for a lot of people. And the wild part? Most people still think of the iPad Mini as just a tiny iPad for kids. That might be the biggest mistake of 2026. The iPad Mini has always had a loyal fan base, but Apple has never fully unleashed it. Every version felt like Apple was holding back just a little. Good chip, but not the best. Nice display, but not the most advanced. Solid design, but not the boldest. But leaks and industry whispers around the iPad Mini 8 suggest Apple might finally stop treating the Mini like a side project and start treating it like a serious flagship in a smaller body. And if that happens, this could be the most dangerous device in Apple's lineup, because it does more in less space for less money. Let's talk design first, because this is where things get interesting. The iPad Mini 8 is expected to keep that beloved compact size, but with noticeably slimmer bezels and a slightly larger display squeezed into nearly the same body. Imagine an edge-to-edge screen that feels closer to holding a futuristic digital notebook than a traditional tablet. Thin, flat aluminum edges, almost no wasted space, and a size that still fits in one hand, a jacket pocket, or a small bag without you even noticing it's there. This is the kind of device you take everywhere without planning to, and that changes how often you actually use it. And then there's the display. If Apple brings pro-level display tech to the Mini 8, we're talking about a screen that doesn't just look good. It pulls you in. Brighter colors, deeper blacks, smoother motion, and a refresh rate that makes scrolling feel like you're gliding on glass. Reading, watching Netflix, gaming, editing photos. Everything feels more immersive on a screen that feels alive. And because it's smaller, it's also more personal. You're not just watching content. You're holding it inches from your face, completely locked in. But the real story of the iPad Mini 8 might be performance. Apple's chip game has been on another level, and by 2026, the Mini could be running a chip that absolutely destroys expectations for a device this size. We're talking about performance that used to be reserved for laptops, now sitting inside something you can hold with one hand. That means real multitasking, console-level gaming, smooth video editing, and pro apps that don't just run, they fly. The idea of a small tablet being slow or limited just won't apply anymore. Think about what that means in real life. You're on a flight, in a coffee shop, in your car, or just lying on the couch. Instead of opening a laptop, you pull out something half the size, instantly on, Face ID unlocking in a second, and you're editing a 4K video, designing graphics, managing emails, or running your business. No fan noise, no heavy bag, no waiting. The iPad Mini 8 could quietly become the ultimate do-everything-anywhere machine. And for gamers, this could be a dream device. A powerful chip, high refresh rate display, and support for advanced game engines could turn the Mini into a serious portable gaming console. Add a Bluetooth controller, and you basically have a PlayStation-level experience in something that fits in a hoodie pocket. Cloud gaming, Apple Arcade, AAA titles optimized for Apple Silicon. The Mini 8 might be the device that finally makes mobile gaming feel truly next-gen instead of just good for a phone. Battery life is another area where the Mini could shock people. Smaller device doesn't have to mean shorter battery life, especially with Apple's chip efficiency. Imagine a full day of heavy use, streaming, browsing, gaming, note-taking, and still not panicking about finding a charger. That kind of reliability changes how you use a device. You stop thinking about battery and just live on it. Now let's talk about the Apple Pencil, because this is where the iPad Mini 8 could become insanely addictive. A compact tablet with near-zero latency stylus support feels like carrying a digital notebook from the future. Students taking notes, artists sketching ideas, professionals marking up documents, all on a device that's lighter than most boo. Guys, it's fast enough to keep up with your thoughts, small enough to hold like a notepad, and powerful enough to run serious creative apps. That combo is rare.